Welcome in, town fans. It is Saturday, the 25th of January, 2025. How have we got to 2025? Let me take these glasses off. Today, Brid Town have lost 3-2 to Garforth at home. Fair play to Garforth, by the way, who's brought a load and was giving lots of good banter in the stands. We love that, there was nothing aggressive there. It was just fun banter. So fair play to them. They're looking like a team that's, fighting at the upper echelons of this league. However, Mike Thompson's Brid Town is a good team. Under Mike Thompson, it's a good team. For me, I need to examine how this team concedes 3 goals in 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. How does that happen today? All the effort that goes into a game, the planning of the game, the training, the execution, 10 minutes spell, we concede 3. And look, Brid could have equalised at the end. They had a chance. Good header. From where I was quite far away, but it looked like Cam Connolly to me. Chance there to equalise and make it 3 each. And I think that would have been a fair result, by the way. Honestly, I do. I said really early in this game, it's very even. So if we're looking at it and thinking it's even, all right, Dan. If we're looking at it and thinking it's even, that's not a bad thing for Brid, right? Because obviously we're a little bit down now, and they're a little bit up there. My uncle Norman, though, he really does take in the details. So let's get him in here. And Norman will tell us about what happened in that 10-minute spell because he's on it. He knows what's going on. 10-minute spell, Brid Town concede 3. That's what lost us the game. Not the over 80 minutes. It was a 10-minute spell. We'll get Norman in. He'll tell you all about it. All right, Norm.
Now then, Daniel, my old cocker.
How are you doing?
All right, yes, not bad.
10-minute spell, Norm. We conceded 3 goals. What happened?
Well, look, if Tomo's listening, I respect the guy. I'll go on his decision, but I think wrong substitutions were made, and I think that's why we lost it. He brought Matty Dixon on that's as big as a matchstick. 4'4", is he?
He's
you could
small.
have done,
Yeah, he's small.
You needed somebody in like Pete Davidson to replace Islop with very similar players. But Pete Davidson's very well experienced, and I think he's the ideal man to bring on if you bring Islop off. And soon as they brought him on, I found they were getting straight through all midfield once Islop had gone off. It just seemed to overrun us. And then Seb gave him a goal, I think, didn't he? What I could see of it, he looked like he should have put it in his pocket but didn't pick it up for some reason. I can't hear you, Daniel.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Second goal, I think Seb has to take that in and go to the ground.
Yeah, exactly. And then it bounced out to him and they just tapped it in. I mean, there was no need for that goal in my book, but
yeah. I've got to say, as good as Seb is, he does have a mistake in him, doesn't he?
Definitely. He seems to pull one off every game, a mistake. And I don't know why. He's a good keeper. He really is. But he does make that odd cock up, and it cost us a goal today.
I do want to shout out the young kids today because me and Ryan went over there in the second half. And they were creating a lot of noise and creating a good atmosphere. And I thought they were brilliant tonight, the young kids. And the only thing I will say is, and this is a credit to the Brid Town kids, by the way. Garforth started singing a song about being paedophiles, which is horrible.
Yeah.
And being young lads, they didn't even react to it. They just started singing, We Are Bridtown, different Bridtown songs. They didn't react to it. And I thought,
Cool.
we had that situation right at the beginning of the season where the young kids were playing up to away fans. But tonight, they had a group of Garforth fans, and fair play to them, for 99% of the game, their chants were just good fun. But they did chuck a non-paedophile chant out there, and the kids heard it, realised they couldn't react to it, and didn't react to it. And I thought that was brilliant by them.
Yeah.
Really, really well done.
Yeah.
But 3 goals in 10 minutes, Norm. 3 goals in 10 minutes. We got that.
You've heard me say again about 90 minutes, and you've got to concentrate for the full 90 minutes. It's no concentrating 70 minutes because it don't work. It's got, like we did on last Saturday, we had a good game. The lads were, said barely got mucky, but tonight he didn't have a lot to do, did he? Today, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was at 10 minutes where we let our heads drop. And we didn't concentrate, and they just run straight through us.
No, right. When I look at Seb, he's very vocal. He likes to organise, but he does have a clanger in him. He does have a big mistake in him, doesn't he? And it feels like it does feel like there's one every game.
It's how he catches a ball. I don't like. He catches it like he's catching a tennis ball. I'd sooner it come into his chest and he gets hold of it and smother it rather than, I don't know, but I mean, I'm not a goalkeeper. But there you go.
That second goal for me. And look, I'm not a goalkeeper even. He should be bringing that into his body and just going down.
Yeah,
because from what I saw, it wasn't a lightning. It wasn't a lightning strike. He didn't have. It wasn't going at 100 miles an hour.
It was mistake, Daniel. He never even connected it. It just bobbled to him. I can't understand how they scored from it. I really can't.
Yeah. No, yeah. And that end of the day, that cost you a point, doesn't it? But you've got Garforth, who are in at the minute, they're in the top 8. I think they're even in the top 6 now. These teams didn't look too far apart tonight, did they, Norm? They didn't look far apart at all.
No, I don't think there was a lot in it. I think we were every bit as good as them. I was really impressed with Connolly, I'll be honest with you. That kid, for a good performance in. Now, if everybody did what he was doing, we would get big results. That kid was excellent. He was winning the ball in the head, flicking them on. But you can't expect Coulson to get an end. He ain't got the speed. You want your Danny Earl up there and Nathan Dyer for them.
But you can see with Cam, he's hungry for it. He wants to prove himself. And there was a few people, or there might still be a crowd that right, he needs to prove it. But he's on that road now where he's got the opportunity to prove it. And I think tonight he didn't do himself any mischiefs. I think he really did put in the shift. Was Cam Connolly the person that got the header in the final moments to maybe make it 3-2?
That was number 6. Tom, what is it? Tom.
Was it Tom Allen?
Yeah, Tom Allen. He won the header. I thought he got well above him. Yeah. Now, if he'd have flicked it into the right-hand side post, it'd have been a goal because keeper was going the wrong way. But he caught it.
To me, he'd got the better of his man before the ball even arrived at him, and for me, and this might sound harsh, he has to score there for me.
Oh, he was well on. Yeah, he should have scored it. He was well up above everybody. He just picked wrong spot, really.
You got to give it to Garforth. Apparently they've sold out the Premier Inn for today's game. I think I'll have a look now, Norm, because I do take your criticisms on board, and I've got shit set up already. So today's attendance was 431. So we've had 431, and the game before that 419.
Yeah,
It's not bad, is it? It is getting better.
yeah, but I think Garforth's brought a lot of support today. Like you say,
Yeah,
they
I
sold
do.
out the Premier Inn, and they're well supported, and they got behind their team. But even their supporters were saying to me, "You were as every bit as good as us. Why you were bottom of the league?" You know, and they've got a point. And they said to me about the substitution, we took over once you brought the subs on. But, well, it did seem that way. I've got to be honest. I've got to back them up. They were right. It's when we brought Matty on, and yeah,
Well,
we just
people are saying that we're in the going. They were quite happy singing that we're going down. Well, at the minute, sorry to interrupt your false information, Garforth. We are going down at the minute. We're sat in 17th, and only 4 go down out of 22. So, and also Garforth, just for your information, we have 2 games in hand over Sherwood Colliery as well. And Garforth, before you start singing with shit, we beat you away, you beat us away, so it's a wash.
That's right. You bang on. It was what we beat 1-0 there.
Yeah. So they beat us by 1 goal at home, and we beat them by 1 goal
Yeah,
away.
exactly. That's all there was. There ain't much in it. There ain't much in the 2 teams, to be honest, Daniel. There you go.
Yeah. Cheers, Dom. Yeah, it ain't been cheap. Put it that way. We've got the normal. No, you see that other side of my shoulder there, Norm. 1993 East Riding Sacks shirt. Wembley,
Right.
you were there.
Yeah, I can remember them. Yeah. Right,
So
good.
Brid Town announced a new signing, and I think it was meant to be Wednesday, but did it happen on Wednesday or was it Thursday? I'm not sure. Anyway, Matty Dixon. Everybody was telling me Norm is going to be absolutely over the moon with the new site. I had Ben Edwards telling me Norm's going to be buzzing. I had other people at the club telling me Norm's going to be buzzing about Matty Dixon coming back into the club. And then I see Norm today, people, at the ground. And, although he recognises Matty is a decent player, he weren't buzzing. I'll be real with you. He weren't buzzing. He sees Matty as a decent player, but this team has gone levels now, and it needs to be levels to stay up and go up in the leagues. And I think that's what you were saying to me, Norm. Good for depth.
Yeah, you see, where I'm different to Tomo, I'd have brought, no, you're going to laugh at me, but I'd have brought Alex Markham on. Taller, fitter, quicker. He'd have shut that midfield up. Matty can't do that. He hasn't got the speed. He's an old timer, isn't he? Really, and I've never thought he's that brilliant. He's only come to us because he can't get in no therapy. Can't get in their team.
Do you know what I like? Do you know? Norm, let me tell, and I think you'll agree with me here. On a very rare occasion, people take this in because it's a very rare occasion where my uncle agrees with me. It's very rare. Norman, Lewis Dennison, he's a player, isn't he?
I stood with his dad today. Yeah. Now there's a player I would have back tomorrow, no doubt about it. Cracking lad. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what was good today? And people will go, oh well, this, that, and doing it. I thought the atmosphere was good today, and I feel like although a lot of those fans tonight might have been, and I'm saying there might have been 300 Brid fans and 100 Garforth fans.
About right, Daniel. Yeah, about right.
Yeah. I feel like the town's getting more enthused about this team now. The passion's there. You've got those kids. You've got those kids in that stand. And bearing in mind, they're all about 13, 14, 15, right? And me and Ryan went and stood with them in second half. And you've got fully grown blokes the other side of them, chanting at them. And they're giving as good as they get. And I think it's absolutely brilliant. And do you know what? Even when you come home on a Saturday night from a loss, I'm looking at it and going, do you know what? bloody proud of this team and what they're doing and their ambitions and where they're trying to get to. And I come away from it and I feel like I am so proud to be a part of what's going on right now. And Norm, you've been there through the decades and this, that, and the other. Do you feel like we're in a good moment now as a town, as a team? Do you feel like we're going to push on? And
yeah, I do, Daniel. But a step today, we brought back Matty, and I think we're going backwards. We're bringing old players back. We need the young blood of today, and that's what I keep saying to you. I like players that get stuck in and get. That's why I like Markham so much. That kid is worth his weight in gold at football. I love him. I think he's a great player. And I just don't want us going backwards, because it's when we brought the subs on, it all went tits up.
Yeah, I mean, Danielle must have felt something. He must have felt something in his leg because he went down and then Cam came on. But I think Cam...
No, he had a knee in his back, if you remember, Daniel. He got a knee in his back.
Do you know what? It's incredible, Norm. You're 72 years old. Are you right? Am I right?
Yes.
Right. And you remember everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, he got a knee in the back. I saw it. I was at the side of him when he got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cam Connolly comes on.
And he did not wrong. That kid played well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I thought it was good.
I just think when you're going to put a midfield, you want a good midfielder in there. And Pete Davidson was the right man to bring on, in my book.
Davidson has got a lot of experience, and you think to yourself, in a game where it's on a knife edge, and you've got Pete Davidson who's played probably 1,000 games, I would say bring him on, because he might just navigate you through to a win.
Yeah, I see him as a classy player. He can pick a long ball out and things like that, where Matty can't do the same as Pete Davidson. He's not as good as Pete Davidson. And that is my honest opinion, but that is my opinion. That's not everybody's opinion. That's mine.
We've seen now over the last few games, and I don't think it's a secret because it's obvious. Everyone's going to the games. Sam Leverett has seemed to have dropped to a bench option. Did you see anywhere in this game tonight where he could have done with fresh legs with a young lad called like Sam Leverett today?
Yeah, I'd have brought him on. He's a good player. There's another good player. How was Dixon getting in before him? I want to know, because to me, he's better than Dixon. Matty Dixon, in my book, would struggle to get in this team with the players Tomo's got. And I'm only being honest. If people don't like it, well, they shouldn't fucking listen. But I speak the truth, and if they don't like it, up yours. That's it. I think there's players there. I think there's players at Brid now that are above him, way above him, that are better.
Yeah. Look, like the MPL East that we're in now it's no mugs league. You can't have any passengers. You can't have one.
You've got to have physical players at this standard of football, Daniel. It's pointless being a wuss and not being able to get. So you've got to get in there. You've got to be hard. You've got to be physical. That's how I see it at this standard.
So you've got Sam Leverett on the bench. For some reason, and look, I don't want to sound harsh. We've still got Derry Robson on the bench. I'd like to see him replaced. Not because I think he's all right enough for like NCEL standard, honestly. But I don't see how we can bring him on and not be weaker as a team. I'm not trying to bully anyone here. It's just he's better than me at football. He's better than a lot of people at football, but he's not good enough to be where he is right now. So I think you've obviously got him sat on the bench, and he's taking up a position on the bench. You've got Cam who came on. Sam Leverett, for me, when you've got tired legs, I think Sam Leverett could do a job in multiple positions, not just.
Again, Sam Leverett can lay good balls off. He takes the corners, he takes dead ball. He's got a good eye and a good position with his kicking. He'll get on every game for me. Yeah, he's a
No,
good
I
lad.
heard that I was down near the dugout first half, and I heard that you and Ryan were giving the Garforth fans all sorts.
I was giving him a bit of slabber. Of course I was. That's what I'm there for.
Hey, I had people coming up to me and going, "Hey, you want to get down there and listen to what your uncle's telling them because he's going to start a riot within 5 minutes."
I tell him what I tell him, and that's it. Tell him the Wazzies need telling.
Hey, listen, Harry was from Leeds.
Yeah.
Hey,
You don't have to tell me. I know exactly where he come from.
exactly. Hey, listen, Harry wouldn't take no shit, Norm.
He didn't
Right.
take no shit.
No, he wouldn't take no shit, wouldn't Harry? Right. So, first goal, 73. Max Bauer. The second goal is Charlie Marshall on minute 74. That can't happen.
Crazy. They've let the Reds down. You can't afford to do that at this standard of football. You've got to get going. You can't dawdling.
There's no way you can score. Got Michael Coulson, who's battled, by the way, to take a ball off someone and slotted it into bottom corner. For all that work and all that, and listen, Norfolk and Tomo are organising them for 2 minutes to go from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. Can't have that.
And within 9 minutes, 3-1. Was it 3-1?
Yeah, 3-1 happened on the 78th minute. So it was
about 9-10 minutes. Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that. No, 73, 74, and 78. So you got 7 minutes, 3 goals.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You can't win a game of football like that.
You can't afford to do that at this standard. I just don't understand it. We play so well most of the game, then for 10 minutes we go to sleep, or 7 minutes, whatever it is. And Tomo and Norfolk have got to sort that out. Can't allow that to happen.
I do think the second goal lies squarely on the keeper's hands, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the second goal you can put down to Seb Malkowski. As much as I love the guy, and I think he's a great personality within the squad, I think the second goal you have to lay squarely at Seb.
Oh, he should have saved it, no doubt about it. Well,
not only should have saved it, he should have brought it in.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Do you know what it is as well, Norm? You know, we had that bloody crappy storm. We had that rubbish storm and the day before, and you get up this morning and the sun's shining and you think, right, I'm off down to town, and you're happy and this, that, and the other, and you're buzzing. And Garth have come away with a 3-2 win, where you look at it and on the balance of play, for me, all day long, that I don't think Brid were better than Garforth, but I don't think Garforth were better than Brid. And it's just a few individual mistakes, and we've come on the end of a 3-2 loss. And I think we should have took a point out of that game. And when you look at it, yeah, and then when you look at it and you go, we've got 7 points from 3 games, you're happy with that?
Yeah, yeah.
But now you're looking at it and you're hoping, you're thinking, well, I hope the rot don't set in again.
You see, I feel sorry for Tomo. Now he's got to get this team ready for Tuesday against Grimsby Borough. No, they don't look any mugs to me. They're going to turn us over if we don't shape. They're a good footballing team.
Yeah, they are.
If we don't come out with the right attitude, we'll get hammered again. Without any doubt, we'll get hammered again. He's got to put the right players out on that park.
Who's the right players for you, Norm?
Well, the back four speaks for itself in my book.
Yeah, I think Bolton keeps his place.
Yeah, definitely in the 2 centre halves. So yeah, the back four stays there. Your front 3, I would say, Coulson. Get names. Coulson. Daniel and Nathan Dyer speak for themselves. But if anyone's counting injury, I wouldn't hesitate in putting Connolly on, because to me he had a good game.
Would you keep Winfield and Dyer at wing backs? I would.
Yes, definitely, yeah. And I'd start with Islop, and probably I would give Kay back on. But if they're going to give anybody a rest, stick with Laverett and not bloody Dixon, because he's better. He's played with the lads. He knows what to do. And yeah.
Would you be tempted to play Kay and Leverett together?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Just because younger.
Well, they're more physical, aren't they? They're more physical. You don't know Matty Dixon very well, do you? And I don't want to pull Matty down. He's been a good player, he has, but I think no, he's good with the players we've got. All I'm doing is being honest. I think he's struggling to make the team in my book, but the boss is the boss. He picks the team.
No, talk to me, because obviously you've watched him for a lot of seasons. Why have they brought him in then?
Well, Tom said I'd be over the moon with I found out about the sign. I was actually shocked. I went over the moon. He left to go there to play a better football. But he can't even get in their team, so that's telling you straight away he's not as good as what you think. And I think he's on the turn. If you know what I mean, it's gone past his best.
So why have they not looked above where they're at and tried to get a lone player in rather than signing Matty Dixon? Nobody's taking shots at Matty Dixon here. What Norm is saying is that the team are looking to improve, and it's almost going back to what it was.
He wants a team that's going to get promotion. Well, I'm afraid I don't see that chap in my team if we're going for promotion. There is players on the
bench. You've seen him before, Norm. Is he as good as Sam Kerr?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Is he as good as Sam Leverett?
No, I wouldn't say
so. So when you're looking at it, he's probably like a depth option for injuries. Then,
yeah, it's a good player to bring on if you're short, or you haven't got any spare first team players. Yeah, you can go full back. He can play midfield. Yeah, Matty's good for that type of thing. I mean, I'm not pulling him down. I'm just thinking he's at his best. And he's going the other way now. The wind's against him now. You know what I mean?
Well, no, we are now sitting, after today's fixtures, we are 17th in the league, joint with Sherwood Colliery, who's in 18th, but we've got 2 games in hand on Sherwood. And we're 1 point above Ossett, who are on the same games as. So, look, we're not out of danger yet, are we?
Not out of danger, but I would say with Tomo, and I hope he picks the right players. I know the team I would put out there. I just hope he does, because if he goes back to the old favourites, I think he'll come unstuck and be struggling with the relegation battle.
Yeah, I think Tomo's got to look forward and not go back to his comfort settings of who he knows. He has to pick the best footballers and not his mates, right?
Yeah, because look at today's game. Up to making the substitutions, we were as good as them. But once the subs had come on, it went tits up.
Yeah, I would have loved us at 1-0 just to shut up shop.
Oh, I would have thought about it because they were pushing up. You could have left a quick player up front. Then if I broke away, and we could maybe get a breakaway. But,
yeah, literally, I've two banks of 4, or 1 bank of 4, 1 bank of 5, and just whack it up every time you got the ball. Whack it up and see if you can get them on the break, and just close up shop. I think that could have been because Garforth are a decent team.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I think I'm not sure, Norm, because you'll tell me, because you'll you'll go bloody nuts at me if I'm wrong here, because you'll be like, do your bloody research, Daniel. I know you will. But I think Garforth got promoted last season.
They did, yes.
And for a promoted team to be, you know, if I look at the league, for a promoted team to be sat in 6th is decent. And I'll say something. They will not have the budget that Brid has. They won't.
No, well, they are. But unfortunately, Daniel, as we all know, the takeover of the club and everything swallowed that up. So we couldn't get the players we wanted at the beginning. So, I mean, Tomo's come in middle of the season, well, bang on halfway of the season.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping he doesn't go backwards and he pushes for onwards and upwards. That's what I want him to do.
I think for Brid this year, it's all just about staying in the league. Do you think? No. I think if we stay in this league, I think Tomo brings in everybody he wants to bring in next season, and we might have a crack at the playoffs. I think that's where we're at.
Yeah, I can see that next season, definitely. But I think that team we had out on last Saturday is our strongest team. I would say that was definitely our strongest team. And if we could put that out every week, we will stay in this league, I'll tell you now. But if we start going backwards, putting the oldies in, I'm afraid.
Well, below us, we have Sheffield, who are on 15 points. And I know Sheffield sometimes pull it out the bag. But when you're 11 points at this stage, of the season away from safety, I think you're done.
Yeah, they're going to struggle, definitely.
And then you've got Eton Stannington, and they're 5 points behind us.
Yeah.
But then you've got Brighouse, and they're only 3 points behind us, and that's a relegation spot.
Yeah.
And then you've got Ossett, who is 1 point behind us, and that's a relegation spot. So when you're 1 point outside of the relegation zone, things is still very serious, because I know Dan Rodgers, who's put so much money into this club. The idea of relegation when you put so much money into a club is just catastrophic, and I don't think we will get relegated, but we still have to take the teams below us very seriously.
Yeah, I think we'll stay in this league, if you want me to be honest, Daniel. But yeah, we need more points. We've got to beat Grimsby Borough. So, Tomo, put your strong team out. Forget putting secondary players in. Put your top team out. You need the points.
Right, guys. That's been Seasiders TV tonight. We're not going to go on too much because I need to get the gaffer on tomorrow for his player ratings. And listen, if you want to hear some good player ratings, listen to the gaffer tomorrow night. He'll be here. He'll tell you. And if you disagree with him, then we'll have issues because he knows his football, does the gaffer. So tomorrow, there'll be me, Norm, there'll be Ryan on, and we'll try and get a fourth person on. So tune in, because, not for me. I've only been going for 18 months. Tune in for this guy. He knows what he's on about. So we'll see you tomorrow. And listen, keep the faith. It wasn't a bad. We weren't bad tonight, were we? No, we
were good. We were excellent. Just 10 minutes of those in total concentration, and we lost 3 goals in 9 minutes, and it can't happen. That's got to be cut out straight away.
Right, and listen, people, tune in tomorrow. Also, because of this, when we start the show, do you know what the first segment is? And if you don't, you haven't watched it. The first segment tomorrow will be the gaffer's big rant, and he'll tell you. He'll tell you why we lost this game tonight. I'm telling you, and Norm's the guy. Honestly, yeah. I'm not going to get into stuff, but I wish we was doing this many years earlier than this. So, come in tomorrow. join the Avisons plus 2 others, and we'll have a good chat and we'll do player ratings. So that's that. Peace. Have a good evening. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. Like Norm said, this team is good enough to stay up, and I think next season Tomo will tweak it to the point where we'll get playoffs. But this season is all about staying in the league. Norm's player ratings are tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. That's been Seasiders TV. See you on the next one.